Good morning. It's been a couple weeks since we've posted a video. A lot of things have happened. Got married, got the old wingman on. Maybe it'll bring me some good luck today. Went on a honeymoon for a week, which was fabulous, down in the U.S. Virgin Islands. It's November 1st, 6 o'clock. It's super warm. It's 62 degrees right now. Gonna do a lot of scouting. It's Friday. Somewhat of a cold front coming in tomorrow and Sunday. More so on Sunday. I think it's gonna be 38 in the morning. Haven't been in here for a little bit, for a couple weeks. I'd imagine there's be some rubs and be some scrapes starting to pop up now. Gonna hunt this morning, probably to lunchtime roughly. I brought snacks. I've prepared to hunt daylight to dark and be out here the next 3 days. So I'm gonna get ready, get out there, and hopefully we can kill a big buck. And here's some news. A good buddy of mine, Zach Barrow, he killed a nice 9-point last night. I'm pretty sure that's West Virginia public land. I'm gonna post a picture of his buck and him. So shout out to him. Hopefully I can keep the trainer rolling and I can kill me one here in Virginia. Let's go.
Well, got set up here this morning. I'm hunting on the opposite side of this creek that I was in here. I think opening day. I broke my platform. I was stepping on the vertical portion of it, took it and snuck to the tree, and I stepped on the platform. It's the piece that hooks on top of the tree, or grips the top of the tree. That little T portion, there's a bolt, and it just snapped. I don't know if I had it bent or nut came out, but it's not there, but it's doing okay for right now. I was getting set up, and I heard a deer running. I don't know if it was a doe or a buck, but you can see this mountain wall and this creek right here. My wind's swirling a little bit, but it's mainly going southwest. Before we get set up, I'll have that camera down here on a scrape. I didn't go as far as I normally go in, because the last time I was in here, I put another camera in a mock scrape in this conifer patch. I think it's a bunch of hemlocks, and I had a buck come through there. It was really far away. I'll post a picture of it, but he's heavy deer. I don't think it's muley. The real fat neck, thick neck, big body. Tines are real tall, but he looks wide. So he was in this direction. It was during the night. But when I scouted in here this summer, there's trails on both sides of these creeks that run parallel with this creek. So this is the setup for today. Hopefully we can get something going on. I made a mock scrape right down here. Buck fever synthetics. I put the full rut on the ground. I also piston, and I put the orbital gland on that branch. So I easily can shoot that. Nice trail right here too. It's hot. It's really hot. Anyway, being set up on water. Help out a little bit. It's about 9 o'clock. I'd seen no deer. Seen a lot of squirrels. I thought it was more thicker than what it actually is in here. It's actually a little bit too open than my liking. And I'm out in the middle of so I'm just wearing a t-shirt. Thank God it's not too cold today. This shirt's actually just almost enough to stay warm. If I had a long sleeve, I think I'd be okay. But it's not too bad. The wind's just beating off my back. Probably at 1 o'clock, I'm going to get down and go check these cameras along this creek. And then we'll go over here at this transition line and check this camera. I'm just going to scout. Might not even on here tomorrow. Might on a different spot because I got more does on cameras over there. And I have a pretty nice 8-point coming in. It's not real big. If it wasn't a public land buck, I probably wouldn't shoot it. If it was at my farm, I'd probably let it go. But I'm almost running out of dumb. That sounds crazy, but I don't like to be hope hunting. I don't like to hope to see a deer or hope to kill a deer. I like to be on one. So I take advantage of the early season. It's 11 o'clock on the dot right now. Just had my lunch. My little thing of applesauce. Jack Link's beef jerky. Got a tuna packet. Some caffeine. The wind's picked up. Swirling still. Mainly wind out of the southwest. Which was supposed to be the prevailing wind, but this morning it was swirling around. Right now it's hitting me in my face. I've seen 3 mountain bikers. No deer. Which I'd imagine that being this so far secluded, there's not going to be a whole lot of deer. There's a big white oak tree here that's dumping some acorns. I'm about to get down, start walking around, see if I can find some hot sun. My beast, my platform's down there. I found it. Looking down there. Gonna have to go to Home Depot or hardware store to get that figured out. Kind of getting excited and anxious to go see what's on these cameras, especially these 2 up here. But I'd say it's about 65, 70 degrees right now. Probably 5 to 10 mile an hour winds. With it being this hot, I'd imagine that deer would be come down and get a drink of water. But I don't know. I'm getting ready for something to happen. Hopefully soon.
Well, I just got to this camera that made a moss pit on the other side of this creek. Dud. There's one 8-point, probably a 2-year-old. Scrape doesn't look like it's been hit. That's the only deer that's been in here. But when I walked in here, there was no rubs. Didn't really look like there was any trail in here like I thought that there was. So, gonna move. Took it down. Got this other camera up here on this ridge that I moved. That's where I initially got that picture of Muley with the split G2. I'd imagine that it doesn't have anything on it either. These woods over here are really wide open. If you can see. There's nothing. I did find a trail that came down about 500 yards down. It looked like it was diagonaling to kind of where I set up this morning and where that other camera is of the direction of where that other buck came from. But I'm gonna take this down. Honestly, just gonna drop my stuff because I have a long haul up to this camera. And I'm gonna come down. I think I'm gonna start setting up more on this side. Setting up on this side of the valley. Just more terrain features. This ridge really doesn't have any drainages like I'd like to set up on. So, yeah, here we go. Just got this camera up here on this ridge. Nothing. Took four photos. 4 photos since I put it up. The only thing that I got, there was a deer jumping right here. Yeah, not too happy about that, but that's what I'm dedicating this day to. It's just scouting. So, not too happy. Neither camera has nothing, but I'm going to the other side. I'm going to the other side. It's dry. All these leaves. So dry, no acorns, no rubs. It's weird. Maybe you know when you feel like you're out of the game? I feel like I'm out of the damn game. I feel like I'm out of the game. This is the type of terrain that we're dealing with. Not real thick. I need to go find some security cover. Something more thick. Too open, no food, there's no water. So maybe I'm just hunting all the wrong spots. But we're gonna try to get it figured out here. On a little rub, you can see that there's some bedding behind it. And then you can see a good bit. I don't know this. He's bedding down here, but it's a start. Looks like there's a trail right here. I'm gonna walk this out. I'm gonna put the Onyx tracker on and see if we can. Got 2 cameras. I was thinking about putting a scrape down there, but I didn't. I just wanted to make sure I found sign first. That doesn't look too new. Maybe like a week or 2. Something. Here we go. Starting to get somewhere. Trail right here. Trail right here. Just tune that guy up. Got my camera right here. Beat, tired. I am tired. So I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit. And summary, I started way down here in this valley. Walked that side up on that creek, pulled both of my cameras, came across the valley, and I've came up an elevation to, I don't know, not 2/3, I'd say half the way to peak elevation. And I found a decent trail where them rubs were. And I have stayed on the edge of thick cover, which is a little bit higher, and a little bit open woods. I have followed it all the way to my camera here, where I got a clip of a nice buck that was probably 20 yards out of the camera, but you could see his right. I couldn't really find a trail from where these deer are coming like this. I don't know. I don't know if he was just following a doe trail that might have been coming in the heat or what. But I'm going to scout the other side of this transition line of all these hemlock trees and get the hell out of here and hunt this other place where I have a buck coming in the camera. He was in there last night, so temps are supposed to be dropping tonight. I'm gonna need some extra clothes. Just don't have my truck because I washed all of them last night trying to get ready for the next 4 weekends. And I didn't bring anything. I'm just an idiot, maybe a rookie, I guess. But it's peaceful. I'm glad to be back in the woods. Some deer are starting to hit the ground. Just not right here. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get up and get the hell out of here. Just got set up in this second spot. Different spot. Been having a buck come in to the scrape last 2 nights. Does have been here too. Haven't seen any rubs or anything. But it's hotter than hell. I never hunted this spot right here before. I've hunted this area, but not this spot. Forgot my damn GoPro on the ground. At that low spot, so I'm just going there tomorrow. Sometime. Broke my saddle platform and forgot my GoPro on the ground. That's the second time I've done it this year. But hopefully we see something. Might shoot a doe if it comes in. Morning, everybody. Didn't do a video last night. Didn't see any deer. Had a bunch of squirrels around me, which had, right at dark, I was thinking that there was a buck or a deer coming in. Seen about 6 longbeards and 2 jakes in a group. I was gonna shoot them. They never came in close. Got out to about 55 yards. I'm gonna set up in a different spot than what I did last night, trying to catch this buck coming in there with the wind that's this morning, northwest wind. It's 37 degrees. Just now turned 6 o'clock. I'm gonna get set up in there, trying to be quiet. Probably gonna make a mock scrape. Set up on that, hand camera, and try to hunt all day in here. Yeah, I might do a little scouting around lunchtime. So I have 2 cameras I really want to put out. Really just trying to put all my eggs in one basket and try to locate this buck and catch him off guard. Just got set up in here this morning. It's I think it's about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Haven't seen no deer yet, but it's cold. I got out the car, the truck, it was 38. I think I'm in a pretty good spot. Thick. Right here, there's just a little open spot right here, probably. 50-yard radius. But I've heard deer walking through the thicket all morning, especially when I was getting set up. I was trying to be as quiet as I could. I haven't seen any deer though. But this cold front, man, it was 65, 68 yesterday when I got set up, and it's below 40 now, so the deer ought to be on their feet and moving. The wind is doing what I want it to do. I made this mock scrape. We're about 25 yards over my left shoulder. It's a nice morning. Hopefully we can make it happen. I got down at about 12 due to an emergency poop. Thought I had baby wipes. And I'm planning on getting down, but I ended up not having baby wipes. I had to run
terrible pointing analysis. But she's probably only 50 yards from me. That was one thing that I wanted to find was a bed. I can see her hair walking. Also, muzzleloader season came in. I probably should be wearing some orange. I did not know that. Sound like the Civil War has been going off. I got one trail camera hung. We're on it that this morning. Looks like a pretty nice trail. This other camera worked last night in my house, but it's not saying no signal. Which I think is kind of bullshit, but we're gonna try to get on the other side of the scrape that I hunted on last night and hang a camera and see if we can get a little bit more narrowed in on this bug. Yep. Gonna hunt a different spot this afternoon. See if we can find something. Gonna get you guys up to speed. Yesterday, after I took that emergency poop, I ended up running into a guy, and he was super chill. He's muzzleloader hunting, and he said there was another. I was going up the ridge, and he said there's another guy out there hunting. So I ended up deciding to walk out and then go get my camera at a different piece of public land. That was a dot camera, nothing on there. And what did I do? I went to Home Depot to get a new bolt for my saddle, fix that, and I wanted to go get some more buck fever synthetics at Sportsman's Warehouse, and it did not have any, so I ended up just getting black rubber gloves for hitting the mock scrapes. Try not to leave as much scent, and hot hands. The time changed. I'm actually was an hour late getting in here. I got up at normally 4:30, left at 5, and this when I got to the trailhead, there was already vehicles here. Yesterday, I was the first one in here, and there was a guy walking in when I walked in, but we went two totally different ways. It was 29 degrees, super good cold front. I got my ambient hoodie on. I walked in with just a long sleeve and then my Fanatic hoodie. Dropped the long sleeve, put the Fanatic, ambient, then the Stratus jacket. Seems to be pretty warm right now. I'm about to open up some hot hands. Get those going. I didn't have my handheld flashlight, which is a little bit more high power. I just came in with my headlamp. No lie, I like to say I was fairly quiet, but I had a lot of sticks. But I wanted to get that buck came in here last night to the scrape at about 9:30, come down off the ridge. And the wind was northwest, hitting him, coming from the northwest, hitting him in the face when he was coming down. I'm trying to get above. I want to get above him. I'm here all day and hopefully catch him coming back up here to bed, but I don't know. I'm gonna set a camera up here somewhere. I might get up a little bit higher, scout around a little bit, see if I can find anything. But there's drainage right here. You can see there's a ridge right there. I'm on a ridge, and then you see this drainage. I'm on the higher side of this drainage, and this drainage ends up leading down into the scrape. And I think that's what he's doing. He's coming down through this drainage. Or he's coming down off one of these points. But we're gonna figure him out. I feel like I'm getting close. I'm getting close to this buck. I'd imagine there's some bedding right here because it ends up getting pretty thick here. It gets pretty thick over there. Trying to find the does. I found the does yesterday. I'm about the same elevation as where I found that bedding, but I just didn't want to be around hunters. And hopefully pressure will help. I still need to go get my GoPro. I should have. I have 2 cell cameras with me today. One of them's still not freaking connecting. I don't know. I got it connected to my house, and I brought it out here yesterday, and the signal wouldn't work. But I'm about to put all my eggs in one basket. But yeah, just going to bring up to speed. I'm more going on a rant of how the pressure is starting to kick in to kill this buck, but he's actually a 9 point. I got a good picture of him last night. He's got a little claw on his left beam. So he looks like a pretty nice buck. I'd say around 115, 120 inches. But yeah, here we go. Walking out trying to get this buck's trail, and I came to the intersecting trail. I came this way. It looks like there's another trail coming down off this point, heading right through here. But my camera that hung yesterday is right here. We're gonna get him figured out. I feel like I'm getting close. I have tried to, before today, I've tried to line these cameras up in the direction of travel this buck's been going. From this morning, I hunted higher. Then that's great. Found 2 rubs. Followed the drainage down to where that scrape comes. And just imagined if I was a buck and started walking. And I found a trail. And I found some shit. And I got into this real heavy bedding. Thick. It's not real tall. Just enough head height. And I could walk, but I had to bend down. And it was over me. And as soon as I thought I'm about to bump a deer got up. I couldn't see what it was. Didn't snort. My wind was luckily blowing in my face, so he couldn't smell me. And I think I bumped that deer again, about 100, 200 yards. But I've kept walking this trail for about 700, almost a click, almost 1,000 meters. And I have found this shit. That's pretty fresh, I would say, within 72 hours. There's green grass here and clover. Maybe a late night food source. I don't know, but I'm gonna get out of here and start drawing up a game plan for next week. Probably not gonna hunt tonight. I wish I could, but gotta get some shit done. Gotta get ready for the work week. Here we go. And I mean, in less than 50 yards. Boom. I really wanted to look around for some cameras, but I don't see none. That's why the buck's been coming in here, but also the green grass and stuff. Those 2 scrapes connect in this drainage. So I'm gonna put a camera up, spice this up a little bit, and see if I get something going. Getting excited.